Well, Jack, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with what the job is. By the way, you have a driver's license, don't you? Yeah, I've got it somewhere around here. I just have to check my pockets. All right. And the only thing that can be a bit trying about being an Uber driver is the precariousness of your employment. There are no benefits, but you can set your own work hours. Well, that just happens to be what I'm looking for. Some flexibility in my work schedule is just what an alcoholic freelance writer like me needs. That's very good, Jack. Because for some people, the lack of stability and benefits like health insurance may be in it of itself a problem. Not for me. How do you think your wife and son will feel about this? They'll love it. Well, Jack, there's just one thing I want to mention. I don't want to sound melodramatic, but it's something that's been known to give people second thoughts about the job. The last guy who was a freelancer like yourself in his 40s, anyway, he couldn't pay for his twins' operation. And he just went crazy, and he killed his whole family. Wow, that's quite a story. Well, Mr. Uberman, you can rest assured that's not going to happen with me. I just want the flexibility of the gig economy and the ability to earn as much as I can so I can support my alcoholism. That's fine, Jack. That's fine. And wait till my wife hears about this. She's a confirmed ghost story addict and nut job.
So I'm your first ever Uber customer?
Yep, you're the one.
What are you drinking?
Hair of the dog that bit me, Lloyd.
Is that whiskey?
I like you, Lloyd.
My name is Mika. It's not Lloyd.
Rabu, Rabu, Rabu.
Who is that kid in the passenger? Is that your son?
That's my little boy, Danny. He's crazier than a bag of frogs.
And, oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
Oh.
And that's my wife, Wendy. She's a confirmed ghost story addict and nut job.
Just let me out right over, here.
In the middle of Sunset Boulevard?
Yeah.
Rabu, 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 Rabu.
Danny, look what you did to Danny, you monster! Wendy, I can't concentrate on driving when you keep nagging me. We need to take him to a hospital, but we don't have insurance, Jack. Do you know what would happen if I had insurance? That would limit my earning potential in the gig economy. I don't know what you're talking about. I decided long ago I wasn't going to be a 9-to-5 slave sitting in a chair just so I could get health insurance. Can you get that through your thick skull, Wendy? But Jack, aren't there others who feel like this, that have the same problems? Maybe you could get together with them. Do you know what would happen, Wendy, if I got together and unionized with other workers? That would limit all our earning potentials, and that would sink the American economy. Uber Eats, Uber Rides. That's the future, Wendy. We're all independent contractors. Get used to it, sweetheart.
Rabu, Rabu.
Danny, why don't you go walk it off?
The Bill Howard Show.
The Bell Howard Show. Independent thought. independent conversation, independent films, independent record labels, and independent contractors. Every day is Independence Day on Freedom Island. This is the Bell Howard Show. Folks, I'm waiting for you here. I've got the pot brewing, the coffee's almost ready, so sit down and we can have a free discussion about free ideas and freedom, or anything else if you like. I'm game. I don't like, it's not all about freedom, but I love freedom. And I know I go on about it. It's kind of my mantra. Actually, it is my mantra. I wake up in the morning and say freedom 10 times in the mirror while I'm brushing my teeth. So sometimes it sounds like freewo or forwow. But I know what I'm saying. Freedom is the measuring stick. Ask yourself in your own thoughts, in your own philosophy, does what you think and what you believe make you a freer person or a freer individual? Ask yourself that. If what you believe makes you act, gets you up in the morning, does it also make you a freer person, a person who can take responsibility and recognize when others are taking responsibility for their behavior? I mean, my philosophy says, brother, we're free. Do what you want, just don't hurt me, or park your Winnebago on my lawn, and we're fine. I can do what I want and vice versa. That's a philosophy based on individual liberty. And at the end of the day, it makes us freer. I don't know what's become of us lately. The corona thing. Look, most of us have never seen anything like this in our lifetimes. The pandemic is real, but the panic seems to be more widespread, and now we're not a nation of take responsibility for your own actions. We have become a nation of I'll watch you and you watch me, okay? And if I see you doing something fishy, I'm gonna tell the authorities. If you're not wearing your mask, I'm gonna raise hell and tweet about it or talk to the police. I don't like the police normally, but in this case, we need a third party to come here and bring down the hammer on someone who's not acting in accordance with the protocol. I mean, we become a nation of snitches. So are you ready to buckle up? I mean, the freedom train is still going. It's still on the tracks. And you know what? And if you don't want to buckle up, don't do it, because take responsibility for yourself. Seatbelts aren't, they're a good idea. But again, we make a regulation about it, and then we complain. We say, I'm sorry, excuse me, sir, the child in the back seat isn't wearing his seatbelt. And the conductor says to the people in the back, excuse me, ma'am, put the kid in the seatbelt. And they look at you funny and they say, way to go, you ruined our vacation. And then you have a little smug look on your face and you go back to your crossword puzzle. Well, then guess what? The kid starts kicking your chair, screaming, asking for candy. His mom keeps shoving, chocolate in his face or whatever she has in her purse. But he doesn't shut up. And his game, the battery wears out. He can't play his game anymore. And you say, gosh, I wish I hadn't have said anything. Maybe, the kid did need a seatbelt. And then you start praying for an accident. Look, I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. We become a nation of snitches. Folks, we got an interesting show today. The gig economy, that's what we're talking about. What is the gig economy? You've got Uber Eats, you've got Uber Rides, and people are saying, hold on a second, these gig workers don't have any help. They don't have any benefits. And Uber likes it that way, and they say, hey, listen, I mean, let's be free here. Uber workers have it great. I mean, sure, the boss, the other workers, sure, the boss gives them health care, but it comes with a price. You've got to sit your butt in that seat for 8 hours a day, maybe more. Your time is hostage to that company's just so you're insured and your son can get that eye surgery because a branch hit him in a gardening accident. I see it all the time. Life is full of accidents. I poured, when I was a kid, unknowingly, I poured a scalding hot water on my inner thigh. And thank God my mom's insurance at the community college covered us. But she wasn't happy with that job. She hated that job. I wish she had her freedom more than I had an inner thigh skin graft. I mean, on the other hand, you've got people who want to start their own business, and companies like Uber, God bless them, they allow you to do that. But here comes big government. Here comes the technocratic welfare crypto-socialist apparatus looming over us, a scaffolding so high and complex it's biblical in proportions. Biblical. Especially in California. And here it comes, raining down regulations. So what are we going to do? Well, that's our topic today, and I have a great guest. He's coming on. His name is Michael Munch. He was an independent contractor, but now he's a consultant for Havley, Dewey, and Long. And he's an interesting guest. He's going to talk about the gig economy and why it's important and why libertarians should work to defend it. And that's coming up in just a bit, folks. So stay tuned. I'm just using my producer's iPhone lately because I want to go on Twitter. I want to tweet some things, and that's right. Bell Howard has joined the Twittersphere. I think of something witty to say, or Wes thinks of something, and we sort of hash it out, and we work it out together. We spitball. We brainstorm. Come see what all the brainstorming is about. Join us on Twitter at @TheBellHoward. You know, I'm crazy about cheese, but I gotta be honest with you folks, cheese isn't that healthy. That's why I like Farmer Billy's vitamin cheese. That's right, cheese with vitamins. I mean, what's better than that? You got your favorite cheeses, cheddar, mozzarella, the whole gang is there, and you've got vitamins. Vitamin C, C for cheese. Vitamin D, D for dairy, or better yet, D for delicious. It's packed with vitamins, folks. Farmer Billy's vitamin cheese. Get it today. And if you order now, you'll get a free cheese shaver. I tried this last night. Vera and I did it together, but, well, actually, she was on the couch kind of looking at her iPad, but I said, honey, check out this cheese shaver. And she just sort of sat there, and she was probably looking up some, the latest gossip from one of the shows that she likes. But, man, that thing can shave some cheese. So get the cheese shaver. Order now. Get the cheese shaver. You're good to go. Promo code LibertyBell. Patented technology. Make sure you have the perfect slice of cheese at your fingertips, but be careful. Don't shave off your fingertips because the cheese shaver is really sharp. I should warn you about that. Farmer Billy's vitamin cheese. Get it today. All right, folks. I love some cheese. And, well, our guest is on the phone right now, Michael Munch. Michael Munch is a consultant at Havley, Dewey, and Long. And he's also a former independent contractor himself, and we're going to talk about his experiences in the gig economy and what it was like just sort of, freelancing it, winging it, flying by the seat of your pants, letting your flag fly and your laundry dry, just hanging it out there. So here he is on the phone. Michael, are you there? Thanks for coming on. How are you, brother? Yeah, I was an independent contractor for a company. Some may say the company. The company, A big was it a big company or?
Yeah, the company. That's all I'm going to say. You figure it out.
Yeah, well, I know, but which one was it? I mean, can you be a little more specific?
You know what? It's not important. I loved being an independent contractor. I didn't feel tied down to anything or anyone. I could come and go as I pleased. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did my job. I had a clear objective, a clear focus, a target, if you will. Uh, you know, I set my sights on that target and I always hit it. After I was free to go, after that, after I did my job, I was free to go as I pleased. So I appreciate that level of freedom I was granted from this particular company.
That sounds great. I love freedom.
Me too, I love freedom too.
I know, but why do some people want to take that away? I mean, you've got these give socialism a try types. I mean, who invited them to the Freedom Party?
I didn't. Look, at this party is an invitation only. You can come in. You just got to know what this party's about. You got to know why we're having this party in the first place.
But what's the counter argument? I mean, they say they want to be recognized as employees, these gig employees, they want insurance, they want benefits.
Okay, so, but how are you going to get rich? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how are you going to generate wealth for yourself and your family when your employer is forced to limit your time and your pay just so you can have insurance and everybody else can have insurance? I mean, this is the way I look at it. Life's an adventure. What's next? You're going to tell me you want adventure insurance? In case you sprain your ankle running from a gorilla? What, you got Indiana Jones looking at his bullwhip? Hey, if this thing breaks and I fall into a pit of snakes, at least I know I'm covered. No, he's thinking about treasure.
Yeah, you take a risk, but the reward is fabulous wealth. I get it. And at the very least, you're getting to first base with the beautiful lady that's joined you on this particular adventure.
Third base, easy. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this is what the gig economy is all about. People got to relax and ask themselves, do they want control over their lives? Yes? Good. Okay, so forget the insurance and start earning. Stop worrying and start hurrying to get that dollar. After I left the company, I didn't have insurance. I just started earning and, I didn't even think about it.
And now, do you have insurance?
Yeah, of course, because I bought it myself. I earned it.
That's your treasure.
Exactly. I got the treasure. I found out how to, move the sundial so the wall opens. And then I figured out how to roll under the holes in the wall so the poisonous darts don't hit me. Danger now, insurance later. These young people have to stop whining. I don't have insurance. You know what? Car insurance I understand because that's where you'll be living when you start out. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's a lot of whining these days. There's a lot of playing the blame game, and I get it. That's just the way it is. So these people are. Why are the younger generations so risk averse?
I don't know. Maybe it's too much sugar cereal, maybe it's TV. I mean, when I was a kid, my mother just, she threw me out of the house. Literally, she opened the window and threw me out of the house. And then if I landed, okay, she said, all right, go out and play. Sometimes I sprained an ankle or I broke a leg. She said, the hospital is that way. And she pointed me in the direction. I mean, she made me a tough kid. And also, she didn't like me very much. And my brothers, everybody has to be nice and they got to like each other. Well, guess what? Sometimes people don't like you.
Yeah. I know what that's like. People don't like me sometimes, and
It hurts your feelings, sometimes. I understand. I'm a sensitive guy too. But, gosh, I should really give my mom a call. I just thought about it. Sometimes I visit her in the nursing home, but you can't now because of the thing. But when I visited her before, you know, she didn't really want to see me. I said, "Mom, it's me. Mom, it's Mikey." And my mom's just lying there. She's like, "Who's what? What is that? Robert?" I said, "It's Mikey. Robert's my brother. He's already passed. I said, "It's Mikey." And I said, "Look." I opened a window and I jumped out of the second floor. Came back in a wheelchair. I said, "See, Ma? Look, remember? You threw me out the window?" She was asleep. She slept. The nurse said she already had a tapioca and she just drifted off. She's still there though. She's doing all right.
Well, Michael, what do you think about the gig economy here? I mean, this is the future, right?
Well, the benefit is, we get to call our own shots. We get to be our own bosses. You start an online store, you start a delivery business, whatever, be your own boss. I mean, this is what we want. Everybody's got to be their own boss. They got to have their own thing going on. I mean, why are people so afraid of being independent? I don't get it. That's what this whole experiment's all about. That's what this libertarian Disneyland that we created called the United States of America is all about.
I couldn't agree with you more, Michael.
America is a libertarian's wet dream. And I don't want to wake up from it.
All right, okay. Well, so what's next for Michael Munch?
What's next for Michael Munch? A Reuben sandwich. I don't know, Bell. I mean, I'm doing these consulting gigs and I'm doing well. I am doing well,
What do you consult about? What are they asking you about?
Cost analysis, how much pastrami, how much ham, how much can I afford this much? Lunch meat is lunch meat, it's expensive these days.
So you're doing cost analysis for big companies that are selling lunch meat?
Yeah, little stores here and there, and
so you're going to stores and you're talking to the managers and saying, you're going to want to order this much, and
yeah, the manager says I got this amount, this is my budget,
and you ask them, you say, how much do you want? How much do you want to make this month?
Yeah, and I say, you know what, and if you need me, I'll help out a little bit.
What do you mean, you help out around the store?
Yeah, I do a little thing here and there and make a few sandwiches, whatever.
You actually go to these stores and make the sandwiches?
Yeah, whatever. I clock in, I clock out, I do a thing.
You do a whole shift there. Wow, you're from a consulting firm, so this is just sort of to get on the ground and see what's going on, see how people actually do the job.
Yeah, I wear the uniform, I clock in, I clock out.
So you're actually working at the sandwich shop?
Yeah, it's a deli.
And the consulting firm. I mean, that's a busy day.
Yeah, the consulting firm is just, it's kind of my side gig. So,
And do they have any kind of, does the deli have any kind of benefits package?
Yeah, they got a little thing going on. They got the 401k, and it's a big sandwich company.
Well, good for you, Michael. I'm glad you're taken care of.
Yeah, but on the side, I'm doing my consulting thing, and that's my thing, and that's my passion, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be totally independent one day. I'm going to be totally free.
Michael, that sounds wonderful, and I hope you get that. I hope your dream comes true, and thank you so much for talking to us today. Michael Munch, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Munch. He wrote a book.
No, I didn't write a book yet.
Well, write a book, Michael, because you've got an interesting life.
Yeah, I got a lot of things going on. I got things on the back burner there, and things are gonna take off someday. They gotta, because you know how times are.
All right, Michael. Well, take care. We gotta go.
All right, Bill. Thanks a lot. Love your show.
Thanks, Michael. All right. Well, that was Michael Munch, and folks, the gig economy, it's not for everyone, but it is the path. It is the path to true freedom and independence in this country, and we will stay the path, stay the course. The freedom train is on the rails, folks. It's still on the rails, so hop on. Everything's gonna be fine. All right, well, that was the show for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, folks, stay safe, stay sane, and stay free. Bye now.